Usually tennis is played in three surfaces, the hard, clay and grass court. But at a point, a new type of clay court was introduced, the blue clay. It is used in only one Open, the Madrid Open. It changed the way we see tennis. But it gave unhappiness to the players and they threatened to boycott this tournament. Come on, let's dive into the video and find out the reason why players were unhappy and threatened to boycott this tournament. Hi, welcome to RAOSAN Tennis. In this video, let's see the reason who is behind this blue clay courts, why was it experimented, and what is the reason that made the players to boycott this tournament and eventually ended up banning it. The man behind this idea was Ion Țiriac, a Romanian billionaire and the owner of the Madrid Open. Who was Ion Țiriac? Ion Țiriac had played multiple sports in his career and he has a very strong sports background. He played table tennis at his young age and then entered into the Romanian ice hockey team. Later on, he turned pro in tennis and in 1970s he has won doubles Roland Garros title. He had good business. He did real estate and finance. Even though he was good in business, he had great passion towards tennis and wanted to do something for that sport. Let's dive into the history of the Madrid Open. Madrid Open was started in 2002. That too has indoor hardcourt. The hardcourt color was green, so people felt difficulty in spotting the ball in television. The same problem was in Australian Open. In 2007, the Australian Open courts were in green color. In 2008, they shifted from green color to the blue color, where it got instant success and people were happy with the change so that they could view the ball more clear. And in 2009, Ion Țiriac took in charge of this Madrid Open. It was logically a year-end tournament. Ion Țiriac noted all this. So he added this Madrid Open into the clay court season. It brought a specific identity for the tournament. And people also enjoyed this because when it was a year-end tournament, players felt difficulty from immediate shift of clay court to hard court. Now it was added to the European clay season. It was like a preparation before the Roland Garros. It had instant success in this first move. Now Ion Țiriac had more crazy ideas to bring more attractiveness and success to the tournament. This is where everything started. The crazy ideas were not new for the Madrid Open. They came up with several ideas to attract the viewers. For example, in 2004, they replaced the ball kits with adult fashion models to attract more viewers. This brought many controversy. Why to change the ball kits with the adult fashion models? Why to bring more glamour to the sport? It was like making it more commercial. And the ball kids who felt themselves motivated by seeing these idols were also being affected because of this change. And this change is being followed till today. What do you think about this? Now, here is the crazier idea, the making and the idea behind the blue clay courts. How does the red clay courts get its red color? Because of the presence of the iron oxide. The red bricks are being crushed and made it into finer particles and put onto the coat and being laid off. This is how the red clay coats are made. Keep it in mind, the red color is due to the iron oxide. Now, if we remove the iron oxide from the red clay, it becomes a white powder, bleached out white powder. Now, to this bleached out white powder, if we add some blue dye to it, it becomes blue clay. This is how the blue clay was found. The making cost, that is the transition cost from red clay coats to blue clay coats, is 2 times more than the normal cost. People were used to red clay. Now seeing this blue clay, they felt, wow, Ion Țiriac is a really great genius. It is a good contribution for the sport from his side. This grabbed attention of the viewers and had positive comments initially. What went wrong in the Madrid Open's blue clay idea? This blue clay idea brought positive feedback only from the spectators, not from the players. The players didn't feel excited to play on this surface. There were many opposition from great players. In spite of these great oppositions, Ion Țiriac simply said, few people's decision won't change my mind. I will definitely try this idea for sure. And in spite of so much opposition, this idea made its first debut in 2012. What is the problem faced by the players for the opposition of this Madrid Open's blue clay? This Madrid Open already has a history of poor drainage system, and this blue clay made it more worse. This blue clay hardened when it gets wet, and when it passed into the drainage, it blocked it and it made it more worse. And the other reason is salt was added on the top of the layer to retain the texture and the color of the coat. This salt reacted with the sand, that is a blue clay, and make it into a crystal-like particle, which is unbreakable and made the courts more slippery. The players were uncomfortable to play on this surface and they fell often. How did this blue clay affected the tennis? This blue clay was fast and slippery. Usually a clay court used to be slow and it to be added advantage for the defensive game style players. Defensive game style players like Djokovic and Nadal, they used to dominate the clay court season. But when this Madrid Open happened in blue clay, they exceeded in the earlier round. And the semifinals were filled with offensive game style players. And during this edition, it was won by Roger Federer. Roger Federer is totally an offensive game style player. And the previous edition, it was played in normal clay and the finals were between Nadal and Djokovic. And after the ban of this blue clay, 5 years in normal clay, it was dominated by Nadal and Djokovic again. Then there is something wrong in this blue clay court. Even after winning the title, Roger Federer didn't favor these blue clay courts. That is, it is a total characteristic change. Normal clay court, it used to be slow and it favored defensive game style players. This blue clay court was like a Wimbledon grass court, slippery and fast, and mostly offensive game style players had their advantage on it. And this tournament was played before Roland Garros, the normal clay court courts in Roland Garros. In Roland Garros, people face difficulty after playing in this blue clay. This blue clay is fast. After playing in this fast court, they cannot adapt easily into this slow Roland Garros court. Therefore, this was the major reason behind the opposition of the players of these blue clay courts. Weeks later, after so many issues in blue clay courts, ATP banned these blue clay courts and removed it from the 2013 season. They said no more matches to be conducted in the blue clay court because of its characteristic change from the normal clay court. What is your thought on removing the blue clay court? Should it remain or being banned is a good choice? Put your thoughts in the comment box below. And for more attractive contents on tennis, follow our channel, RAOSAN Tennis.